What's up again, everybody? This is Jose Gagnon, the super random guy, here again today. We're now doing episode 12 of the season 7, Everything Wrong with Thomas the Train. This one's called Rheneas and the Roller Coaster. Like I said, we're back at, seeing the narrow gauge engines again. So hopefully you're all going to enjoy this nice episode. We're just going to keep it rolling like we always do here in the life, everybody. You already know that things go here now. Get the greatness. Be the coolness, everybody. Coolness is always the amazingness too, And let's just get right into this episode like we always usually do. Yeah. Who's your mans?
Rheneas is a brave little engine who enjoys working in the mountains on the island of Sodor. Even though he is little, Rheneas loves feeling like a really useful engine. One day, the Fat Controller came to see Rheneas. "I have a very important job for you," he boomed. "An important job?" cried Rheneas. "Oh, thank you, sir." "You are to take some children up into the mountains. You must make sure they have a wonderful time and are back in time for their tea." "Yes, sir," said Rheneas, but he was worried. He wasn't sure he was good enough to make the trip special. When Rheneas arrived at the station, the children and their teacher were waiting on the platform. "How can I make the children's day really special?" he said to Rusty. "You know the mountains better than any engine," said Rusty, but Rheneas wasn't sure his best would be exciting enough. He felt like a very little engine indeed. The Fat Controller had told Rheneas's driver to point out all the beautiful sights along the way.
So we got Rheneas here, and he's, taking the kids out on the nice school trip of the railway. But he thinks that he's not going to be able to make the kids, happy and get them excited about the trip. Or make it super special, as he said. He wants to try to make the kids, have an exciting, special trip, but he doesn't know, how to make it special and exciting for them. So he's just, trying to brainstorm. But, while he's doing that, his driver is just, just giving a tour and just talking about the places. But he's not really explaining why these places are special and, interesting to look at. He's just this is the places as we're about to, see here in a couple minutes now. So we'll see what goes on and see, how, what Rheneas is going to be thinking to try to make the children's, field trip special and, interesting for them, or excitable, I mean.
"This is Sodor Castle," called his driver. "It's very special and important." Rheneas saw the castle every day. He didn't think it was special or important. "I must think of something exciting to do," he puffed to himself. "This is Valley View," said his driver. "And here's the viaduct." Rheneas was still unhappy. The trip didn't seem wonderful to him at all. Must be special, he puffed. Meanwhile, Rusty was working on the rocky ridgeline. Heavy rains had washed the ground from under the tracks. "These lines are too bumpy and uneven," said the foreman. "The tracks must be closed for repairs." Rheneas was still trying to think of something that would make the children's trip special. He didn't know that the linesman had forgotten to switch the points. Suddenly, Rheneas was on the wrong track. "Oh no, this line is closed for repairs." "Bust my buffers," chuffed Rheneas. "Be careful," cried Rusty. "The tracks are very bumpy." Rheneas whooshed down the mountain like a roller coaster. The children cheered. Rheneas puffed up the rocky ridge with all his might. His carriage clattered and bumped and bounced along behind, and the children booed and ahed. Rheneas chuffed and puffed as hard as he could. He steamed across the trestle bridge. He was going so fast the teacher nearly lost her hat. Rheneas splashed under a waterfall. The children laughed happily, and the teacher covered her eyes. At last they could see the station.
Now he's gonna, he's gonna be super worried because now, he's gonna have to talk to the boss man, and he doesn't want to let him know that, he ended up going on a track that he wasn't supposed to because it was supposed to be, closed for repairs. And now he's gonna be like a little anxious and worried about what the boss man's gonna say to him, Sir Topham Hat. But we're gonna see what he says, and maybe he might have some good news. Who knows? Like, he always surprises the trains. Even when they think even when they think that he's gonna like be strict and say something bad. Well, actually, like just like not say something bad, but just like tell them what they did was incorrect, or that they made a bad decision, pretty much. They didn't plan, like they didn't plan their ideas carefully, pretty much. So we're gonna see what's gonna be happening here when he stops at the station to talk to the boss man.
Rheneas was very tired and worried. What would the Fat Controller say? Phew, said the teacher, just in time for tea. It was the best school trip ever, cried the children. The Fat Controller wasn't cross with Rheneas. He was happy too. You gave the children a wonderful trip. You really are a very useful engine. Oh, thank you, sir, puffed Rheneas proudly. Rheneas didn't feel like...
So at least, he got the good news from the boss man. Like, he didn't really think he was going to get any good news. He thought he was going to be like, get like a stern talking to from the boss man. But, he ended up getting the nice, good news. Especially because, the children came out and told him what an amazing field trip they had with Rheneas, pretty much. But that was episode 12, everybody. We now have 14 episodes left to go for this season 7. Hopefully you're all enjoying it very much. And we're going to keep it rolling as we usually do here. Get the greatness, have the amazing happy times, enjoy yourselves every single chance you're able to. And we will now see you next time. Maybe Tuesday night I'll be making a nice video for you about the Mario Karts this time. So look forward to that. Get the amazing, happy, great times, everybody. We will see you. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, mans. Enjoy every single chance in the life that you're able to, everybody. And just keep it rolling all the days and nights like we always usually do here. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, man.